Hey pond lovers, you ever wonder what is the best way to pot up my water lilies so that I just get a load of blooms and lily pads all summer long? Do you ask yourself, how should I put this thing together so that my fish can't dig it out? In this video, I'm going to show you all the stuff I use and the way I use it in order to achieve great success with water lilies in my swim pond and in the water features we take care of at Modern Design. By the end, you're going to feel fully confident that you can get all the stuff and do this yourself and have the knowledge to have great success with water lilies in your own pond. All right, so I use a fabric pot that you can get from multiple locations, a 10-gallon. I always like to oversize mine and give my plants room to grow. I like big lilies. Pick a gravel size that's too big for your fish to pick up, and then they can't dig your lilies out. I'm using 1.5 to 2.5 inch rocks. Organic soil, don't use clay. And use an all-season fertilizer, something that this is specifically made for aquatic plants, and it's also made to last for 6 months, so I don't have to keep shoving tablets in. Very important that you pack your organic soil into the bag. Nothing worse than a floppy lily bag. When you get that lily bag put in the pond, the gravel sinks in it, the fish mess with it. You just want to pack it in. Put 3 inches of soil in the bottom. Put half of your fertilizer. I like to kind of layer that in to encourage deep roots in that lily as much as I can. Then I'm going to fill that completely up with the organic soil. By the way, don't get organic soil with fertilizer in it. You don't need the stuff that holds water, just organic soil. And your fertilizer comes from your tablets. That way it's, or from your granulars. This stuff here that I'm putting in right now. Because what that does is it doesn't allow that to leach out into your pond water. You don't want to grow algae, you want to grow water lilies. So I do that second layer of fertilizer, and then I'm going to fill that sucker up till I'm about 3 or 4 inches from the top of the bag. I want to leave enough room that my gravel can fill it up and be just shy of the top. Nice and clean. The lily I've got stashed in the shade over there. When I pull it out, you can see me getting this lily in. Be careful with these guys. They're so brittle. You want to make sure that you plant the back end. This is a hardy lily. Tropicals are different. They grow up out of the crown of the plant. This hardy lily, this is actually an ISG, but it's got hardy characteristics. You can see the growing tip. I'll be holding it in my hand as I backfill this, but be careful with the leaves. Be careful, super careful with the growing tips. That's going to slow down the rate at which your plant takes off if you break those growing tips. They're really not happy. So I'm gentle about tucking the roots in. Tip is pointing up out of the soil, the back end of the roots down in the soil, and then I just pack it in. Again, gravel that's big enough to keep your fish from picking it up, because the fish are bored in your pond. If they can pick the gravel out and dig their way down into the soil, they're probably going to do it. They'll make a mess. You'll find an empty lily bag. There'll be dirt everywhere, and your fish will be just happy as they could be. So put the gravel in, a nice thick layer. Protect it where your fish can't dig down into the soil. You see how packed that is in that bag? This just makes me happy. Getting that thing down into the pond is not the easiest thing. I usually stage it a little bit shallower than I would. Normally I want the top of that bag to be 18 to 24 inches deep, but when I first put it in, I'll set it on a rock or something so that it's a little closer to the surface. I want those leaves to be able to reach the top of the water within the first day, and they'll grow up pretty quickly, but sometimes the leaves, the stems aren't long enough for the leaves to reach the top. So I gently pull the dead stuff out, spread the leaves out, give them what they need. Voila, there you have it. My friends, I appreciate you taking the time to watch through this video. I hope you got what you needed in order to have the confidence to pot up your own lilies and have beautiful flowers and plants in your pond. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and enjoy our journey through life, educating and inspiring people about all the things we love about ponds, fountains, and waterfalls. Thanks for spending time with the Adams family. John G. out.